Welcome back, everyone. Last time we defeated the guard here and talked to a number of people. And the first thing we need to do this time is head back to Central Park. And we need to talk to this guy again. The crazy guy who has the same syndrome we do. I've got something that might help you. Help me? Ha! I'm sick and impoverished. I thought I was at least safe from con artists. I don't know if you can see what I have here, but it's the design architecture for a neural implant. This should help you distinguish the real from the virtual. And how does a free jack like yourself know about such a miracle machine? Because I've got one, that's how. No questions asked, it's yours. I'm looking for a friend of mine. Deidre Tackett's her name. Lives in the Greenwich Warrens. She's in trouble right now, but when I save her, she can install the implant for you. If I fail, I guess you'll have to take your chances with a back alley surgeon. Best I can do. Sanders Talman takes the neural implants. I didn't realize you too had... I must repay you somehow. As I said earlier, I pocketed some chips when I left the company. Sold most of them, but I want you to have the last of them. A 4 terabyte memory chip, a Samurai Soul box, and a D-base chip containing technical specs of over 300 lock mechanisms made by Transtech subsidiaries. Could be of use to someone like you. I couldn't take these from you. I insist. I'm not a charity case. You're giving my eyes back to me. I must repay you. So we got a memory chip and we got the soul box that we needed. So let's install that stuff. Somehow. I think maybe go through here. Somehow. Yes. So we'll drop that in there. Oops. Okay, so did that. Let's see if that worked. 4 terabytes, okay. Now we'll install... we should have a soul box to install. Not sure who got it though. There we go. Now this is what we needed in order to have that lady at the cafe make it so that we can get it at Transtech. Okay, somebody take this stuff. Alright. So let's go head on to the cafe. See what she has to say now. Wait, she told us she was going to meet us somewhere. Now I don't remember where, though. I do not remember what her name was, though. Is it Lenora? Yes, I think that's what it was. Now, oops. Okay. I'll meet you in the net. My well location is code is major. Okay, so major. Uh-oh. Whoa, back off, man. Listen, I don't want to mess with a virus. Let's just go our separate ways. No harm done, okay? Apparently this is a virus named Elvis. So you know what I am, smart guy. But do you know who I am? Any guesses? Seeing as your cyber ego is about as big as Transtech's hacker hit list, you gotta be the king himself. That I am. Elvis lives in the net, and he's done so much damage he can't remember it all. Of course, never wreaking havoc on the common decking man. I'm just a man on a mission for information freedom, baby. What's with the modesty? You single-handedly shut down the Manhattan Utilities Commission billing system for a full month. You were the one who added the Christmas bonus to all non-exec Transtech employees' accounts when management went cheap in '92. How'd you manage to stay out of Transtech's snare anyway? They can't catch me, man. I'm the king. Ain't nothing can stop me. So why'd you do it? I can understand why you'd want to stick it to the company, but why would you choose to stay in the net forever like that? It wasn't a choice, man. My greatness was thrust upon me, you might say. My original plan was to create the definitive map of cyberspace. It had never been done by anyone outside Transtech, and I wanted absolute knowledge of the net. I designed a mapping program, decked in, and merged with the program. Too bad I went in before I debugged the code, so now I know where everything in here is, but I can't get the hell out. You just let your body buy it, or is it hooked up somewhere? No, it's long dead. I was working alone. When I first arrived, I decided as long as I was in here, I'd raise a little hell. Now I've done everything I can, with real style, I might add, and I want to get back. I've heard of your work, man. You're hot to get into the Transtech. I've seen so many Transtech pigs access your file, it's like your holophone number's been written on a John wall. I could help you if you could get me out into the real world again. Interested? Definitely. Great. You download me into your decking unit and put me in a cyborg body. I could take over its feeble artificial intelligence and get myself a hulking form to walk around in. How about downloading me now, cowboy? You just got yourself one badass fighter who knows cyberspace like the back of his hand. Let's go. Alright. What an ego on that guy. Just because he's done a little freaking. Who does he think he is? Apparently he's the king. But we need to head into Major. Alright. Lenora Major. You took long enough, Stark. Okay, you're ready for the Essence imprint into Transtech security file. It'll take a while. The program and I will merge with you. Copy all your files into the system. You ready? I guess so. So, she's copying some sort of file. Are you sure? Yes. Stark.exe. Stark.memory. Intelligence. Lots of things, apparently. All files copied. Well, that's it, Stark. You're in. Things should be easier at the Brooklyn headquarters, unless you're stupid enough to get caught red-handed. You shouldn't get hassled as much now that you're imprinted into the Matrix. Nice doing business with you, Stark. Alright then. You just pulled another one over on Transtech, Stark, and I love to see it. It reminds me of the old days. Okay, so let's get out of here. Now, let's give it a save, and now we should be able to kind of run around in the Transtech facility. Somewhat. And there was a lot of stuff to do there that we needed to get done, so let's see. Let's head in there and just see what happens. I'll probably die immediately. I never did like coming to this place. No matter how many times I've been in here, that statue still gives me the creeps. Entry zone. Check for clearance badge is negative. Admission to headquarters denied. What? But I've got like... Apparently I need a badge. Well. The Rovers. I guess we could head to the dormitory. This was the guy who told us to meet him because he was all crazy or something in cyberspace. Paula DiMiglio. Hi, can I help you with something? Sorry, I'm looking for someone by the name of Zeus. Zeus was the name of the entity in the cyberspace that told us to come here. You're looking at him. You're gonna fight me, Stark. You seem to have lost a certain intimidating quality. Well, Stark, you're onto my secret. It's true, as Zeus, I'd heard about your work in the net. I saw what you were capable of, and I needed to ask your help. Since I didn't have any large sums of money to lure you here, I thought the next best thing would be a challenge. Primitive, yes, but it works on your type of guy. Of course, all I can offer you now in exchange for your help is the promise of information, hot information, on Transtech. Could you help out a fellow Decker? I guess so. I'm helping everyone else out anyways. Thank you, Stark. I need you to help me rescue a good friend of mine, Banks Verbatim. Banks was into something big in Transtech's system, something about the design of cyberspace itself. He wouldn't tell me exactly what it was, but I tried to crack his code to the well where he hid it. All I know for sure is that the ins are L's. Well, Banks got reckless, and they caught on to him. He was doing some sim pirating at Paragon Virtuals, easy stuff, when Transtech snagged him in a data cage. I used to go in there to grab a diversion from time to time. We all did. Their cyberspace address code is practically public knowledge. Softball. And the entry code is Ninja. I know you could use the information Banks was onto. All I want is Banks back. Please do what you can. So softball, the whale softball, and some entry code called Ninja. Alright, I guess we'll check it out. I wonder if there's probably a port here. Of course. So softball, entry code Ninja. Who's this? Electron Pirate. You'd better look into unplugging your cloaks or have your hardware serviced. I scoped you, scanned your matrix, and ran through your deck's memory with ease. Of course, not everybody has the diagnostic and icebreakers that I have, or my skill. Congratulations, you've got a dragon and a big mouth, too. Try anything, and I'll sabotage my own matrix, go viral, and replicate my structure. Until Transtech won't help but notice both of us. Tough talk. I've run with suicide gangs, so I'm real scared. Top yourself if you got the nerve. I've been surfing the net for over 10 years, through 3 crackdowns by the heat. Seen some tight riders go down. Thought I'd risk interface in order to clue you on some things that you could save your life. Sorry I wasted my time. Wait, I'm sorry about the threat. Lately, I've had to be careful about who I trust. Yeah, I've programmed that routine myself. Just keep in mind that aside from your cloaks, the Soul Box is your most important software. But know its limits. Your interface with the net, you're exposing your essence. The animating information encoded into your central nervous system to the chaos of the net. Nearly unmediated perception of countless stimuli. Nobody can take it forever. You will notice code fragments that randomly appear. They're pieces of data angels who push the viral envelope too far. Outstripped their capacity to distinguish themselves from their surroundings, and they just broke apart. I suppose it's possible to recompile them if you could ever retrieve all the data. That is, watch your step. Oh. So, let's go check out Softball. Entry code Ninja. Welcome to reality. Here we got Banks. Help me, you must help me. Me release somebody weak. Okay. Slow down, your transmission rate is too fast. My unit's parser can't keep up. Speed is my only hope. I've been in this cage for days. Usually the company just erases your deck's memory and releases you, but they've got plans for me. My body can't sustain itself much longer, and my soul box matrix is decaying. If I were a samurai, I'd already be dead. They should have come for me by now. They can't just mean to kill me like this. No one on the outside knew you were decking. You're that reckless? You deserve what you got. If Zeus hadn't happened across you, you'd be doomed. You still might be. I didn't intend to interface for long. I just decked to check some collector traps I'd laid in the area. Then I noticed an enormous distortion in the ether. It wasn't like anything I'd ever seen, as if a data entity of vast complexity and intensity had passed through. It was too unexplainable. I had to scope it out, and that's when this cage stared me. I'm gonna die soon. Either my mind or my body will go if I'm not released from this cage. Somewhere in Transtech headquarters or cyberspace, there must be a key of some kind to undo this thing. Save me. I'll make it worth your while, but hurry, I can't last more than another day. Yeah, well, I can't seem to get into Transtech because even though apparently I've been let in, I don't have a stinking badge or something. I don't know. Let's see. The cemetery. Well, let's go somewhere we haven't been to before. We've never been to the cemetery, so we'll check out the cemetery. Bunch of people here. Luella Travesty. The undead walk before us. Kill the hellspawn bastard. Uh-oh. This can't be good. I'm gonna run away, I think. Retreat. Let's get the heck out of there. The hospital, I don't think we've been to the hospital either. Many's the time Garrick and I worried we would end up in one of these vegetable machines. Okay. Well, let's talk to the people at the hospital, I guess. Carl Gavin. What do you want? If you need to see a doctor, she's in the other room. This room's off limits. Hey, all these guys in here look like they've got the same thing. Hooked up to the same machines. What ward is this? What do I look like, a tour guide? I don't have time for this. Listen, I take care of these cybercrisps day in and day out. Burnouts. They're not even alive if you ask me. Only reason they have breath in their bodies is because we pump it in. God knows where their minds are in the net. Unfortunately for these veggies, their families are rich enough to keep them alive here. Some life. Poor saps that come in here to visit actually think these guys are going to be up and about and around someday, so we pump them full of muscle. Atrophy preventatives. And give them therapy. What's the point? All the king's men aren't going to be able to put these unlucky fools' minds back together again. So they just lost decking integrity? That's it? Some just plain burned out. One too many decks, I guess. A couple of them are said to have wandered too close to Transtech. Fools. Nobody's gonna ever catch me messing with the corp. I like to breathe on my own, thank you very much. Now this ain't no freak show. Why don't you hurry on out of here? I got work to do. Alright. Ellen Flyer. Yes, what do you want? I noticed you sitting there. This your husband? Yes, this is Charlie. I lost him about 8 months ago. You have no idea how much I've missed him. Just decked one too many times, eh? Oh no, Charlie was one of the best deckers in the business. Made a great living at it, too. We could slip into any system, out of any cage. He was the best. Everyone wanted to work with Charlie. Now people say his number was just up. His luck ran out. But I don't buy that. My Charlie was never sloppy. Someone got to him. I know it. That's the only explanation. Anyone made an attempt to go in after him? Only con artists who say they want my money to find him. But nobody can do that. If Charlie was the best and somebody got to Charlie, who's good enough to go after the pieces of his mind? I'm afraid I've lost him forever. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone with him now. Sure, I understand. Alright. Let's talk to this guy. Or gal, I should say, I guess. Dr. Barton, are you in need of medical help? Yeah? To rest, a vampire requires a coffin lined with soil from his homeland. Only non-vampire party members will be healed by resting here. Rest for 6 hours. That's a long time. I need a feed. I guess I'll have to find someone to feed on. Let's go do that real fast. I'm just gonna start taking out the people at the strawberry fields, I guess. Because no one cares about them. In fact, they're gonna try and kill me someday, so... Uh-oh. Dodger. I don't like this place, Stark. I thought Central Park was bad, but this place really scares me. Yeah, well, it's gonna scare me more later, because apparently I wasn't supposed to talk to these people, because in like 2 days or something, they will continually keep attacking us, so this ought to be fun. But anyways, this guy... Oops, I didn't mean to talk to you. We're just gonna get rid of this guy. See you later. Alright, Kevlar jacket. Okay. You're experiencing humanity loss already. You're closer to being a vampire than you were in Tackett's lab. Yep, so as we eat more people, it'll slowly go down, and hopefully I can beat it before it goes all the way down. But anyways, so that's gonna be this video, guys. Thanks for watching.